Hi folks, welcome back to the channel. Today we're having a quick look at what you need if you're going to Canada fishing for steelhead and Pacific salmon. So let's get stuck right into it. Alright folks, so what we're not going to be covering off is all your basics, you know, waders, boots, all that sort of stuff. Take stuff for fishing in the river and take clothes that cover all conditions. Granted, this time of year, you know, moving into August, weather's pretty good in northern British Columbia. It's sort of round about an average of 20 degrees, but it's northern British Columbia. Just take a jacket is the short answer. But right, let's jump right in and have a look at what gear's actually going at the business end. Alright, so take a look at the rods that I'm taking. I'm taking a 13.689 weight and a 13-foot 8 weight. Really well suited for the conditions we're going to fish in, good for the sort of lines we're going to be casting. Job done. As far as reels go, you want some good solid reels. So we've got Hardy Fortuna 10,000 and the 9, 10, 11 low high from Vision. Again, big, large arbor reels. Plenty of backing on these. Yeah, you want something like that. As far as lines go, you're looking at Skagit lines and a good running line, so I'm going with a Rio setup this time. Yeah, had a good cast with it over here, some practice, more than happy with it, but yeah, get yourself some good lines. I'm also taking a backup line, so I'm actually taking 3 lines. This is actually a hover Skagit. You've got no idea what the conditions are going to be on different days. Set yourself up by being prepared if you can. Moving further down the setup, now the fishing over there is different, is very different. You are in some senses dredging the bottom, so you're going to need some of these. These are T-tips or Mo-tips depending where you look. This particular one's from Rio. This came out 50 feet and I've cut it into 3 different sections. This is T17. I'm also taking some T11 and T15 as well. You're going to need some of those. They're not cheap, but you will need them, so hopefully that helps. As far as leader tippet material goes, I might have gone slightly overboard, but I'd rather go overboard than not prepared. So I've got the Maxima green here. 15 to 20 pounds is basically what you need. Shouldn't need too much, if I'm honest, because with the fishing over there on the end of that T-tip that I've just mentioned, you're only attaching sort of 2.5 to 3 feet. So should only need 1 or 2 spools, but I'm going a bit overzealous in the situation. Okay, when it comes to flies, unfortunately our traditional nice pretty salmon flies aren't going to cut it over there. You're going to need a little bit of madness, so you can go big and mad like the sort of stuff I've been tying, intruder patterns, hobo spay, marabou spay, that sort of stuff. And then you can also get some really nice intricate, almost shrimpy style patterns from some of the expert fly tyers within the UK. So this came from Mr. Stuart Foxall. I'll chuck a link to some of his stuff in the video. I tie pretty well, I think. Stuart's on a different level, a couple of different levels above me, so what I would advise is if you can, get your hands on some flies by people who fish the waters you're going to and are expert fly tyers. So off the back of the flies that you're tying, you're going to need some silicone tubing to hold the hook in place. Obviously if you're fishing with the more traditional intruder style tied on the Waddington shanks, then you probably won't need those, but that's fine. Set yourself up for whatever you want to do. And you're going to need some hooks. I would definitely recommend going with the Owner cutting point hooks. These ones are actually the ones with a slight curve in them, and these are actually barbed. Now over in Canada the rules are, certainly in British Columbia, single hooks and barbless, but the hooks they are using are the big boys. These are the 2/0, and the smallest thing I'm taking is a number 4. So yeah, you're going to need some big hooks. Word of advice at this point folks, cap and sunglasses. You do not want to be throwing a hook that size past your head faster than Usain Bolt and have it land somewhere you don't want it. I know quite a few people that fish the waters over here and don't wear a hat and sunglasses. you don't want to be on the wrong side of one of those hooks, so take care of yourself. And the last thing I want to mention is take yourself a good pair of forceps and a pair of pliers if you can. So obviously debarbing hooks, cutting things down with a wire cutter aspect, and then also these longer nosed forceps for getting in there and taking the flies out of the fish that you've successfully landed. So that's a bit of a whistle stop tour, folks. As I said, not going into the details, take your jackets, all that sort of stuff, but these are the sorts of key aspects as far as your tackle setup that you need to be successful out in Canada. I'll be dropping a video once I'm out there with the main man, Darren Bison, and giving some snapshots into what it's like to fish the Skeena River, British Columbia. Until next time, cheers.